Hey, what's going on, everybody? Isaac here, in for another Two Knives to Survive World War III video. This time, we're doing two blades from Colonial Knife Company. They've been around since 1926 and are still kicking it up in Rhode Island. So, let's start with our folding knife, as I have been in the last few videos of this series. So, this one was kind of a tough choice, because probably their best-selling knife right now, I don't know that for sure, it's just a guess, because the government buys a lot of, well, let me show you. It's not my choice, but I'm going to show you. Is the M724 Paratrooper knife. It's a switchblade, just a hair under a 3-inch blade, and it has this shroud cutter for paratroopers to cut paracord. You know, if they're hung up and all that. This is issued in kind of pilot survival kits, but it's not going to be my choice. It's a good choice, don't get me wrong, but I think my choice is a bit better. It is also a pilot survival knife, but this one is from an older vintage. I have it in this leather sheath. If you buy this knife, it will not come with this. This is secondary. It was not part of the original purchase and military issue of this knife. So this knife here was issued to Army Air Force in World War II. It was part of a survival kit that was on a vest that these pilots wore in World War II, and it would ride in the vest pocket. Now, it's really heavy, which is a downside. And the upside of this is it's super lightweight. But willing to carry the extra weight, I think, to have, a tougher tool. So we got a 5-inch blade here of some sort of high carbon steel, probably 1075, 1095, something like that. And a lot of life left in this blade for being 80 years old. It sharpened up real nice. Let's cut some cord here with it. Oh, there I was just saying it's nice and sharp, but failed to cut paracord there on the first try. Maybe I need a little more sharpening up towards the tip. Okay, all right. Well, I'll get to that later. Got nice and sharp down here, the thin part at the bottom. But, so, this has a liner lock. It's a bit different than the liner locks we see on our knives today. You can see this tab sticking out. That is the lock. That's what holds the blade in place. I don't know if you can see, but there is some play. However, I don't have any fears that this is going to actually close. I think that tab holds the blade up there. So this is not the later engineered Walker design liner lock that we are used to today. This is 80 years old, okay? But I have no problems with it. And the back springs on this are still super strong. Now, this also has a folding saw. This is a hacksaw. It's meant for cutting through aircraft. So this isn't, you're not gonna saw, huge pieces of firewood with this. In fact, most of the times you see these knives for sale, these saws are snapped in half because people misuse them. They'll saw through stuff, get it stuck, and, try to wiggle it out, and it snaps. But, for light use, I'm sure it'll do just fine for whatever I want it to do. Just be careful with it. So let's go on to the fixed blade. The fixed blade is this. This is their model CE 400 Defiant. It's also a heavy blade, but I think it's worth its weight. It's got an ergonomic handle design. You got kind of two grip areas for your finger. So your first finger can go up here, for your finer tasks, choking up. And you can put it back here and give a little more leverage in chopping tasks. Now this is made of 154 cm stainless steel, very good stainless steel, super solid. It is tough, holds a good edge, and this is just a sweet blade for about anything. Okay. Can you go to combat with this knife? I don't see why not. I mean, you don't have a Quillian guard, but the way this is contoured should give you enough for your fingers to slip off. Hopefully, if you would to puncture something or someone with this knife. And then regular cutting tasks, I mean, you're just good to go, guys. Good to go. I've definitely split firewood with this, so it's good at that. I don't know what this knife's bad at. I guess it's bad at being lightweight, but that's about it. So this is the Colonial CE 400, and if you want to look this up, you can do a search on eBay for Colonial World War II pilot survival knife, and this should come up in your search. You're paying between 100 and 160 bucks for these, depending on their condition. I think I got a nice one for what I paid, because I'm cheapskate. I'm not going to buy the most expensive one, but I have zero problems with the condition of this knife, being 80 years old, and it still functions as it should. So let's get them up side by side here. See how big this folder is? This, the fixed blade is 6.5 inches, I think. And then 5-inch blade on that. Pretty darn cool, huh? All right, this does it for a segment on Colonial Knife Company. 2 knives to survive World War III. Take it easy. We'll see you on the next video.